Welcome to episode number 6 of the 6th Floor Podcast. This is my co-host, Leah. And I am Sebastián Juan Carlos Martinez Lopez de la Rosa III, junior. Not senior. Common mistake, but
okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
So
today we're going to be talking about video games.
Which we have been talking about it for the past couple days, just because
our topics lately have been cheeks. Yeah. Respectfully.
Yeah.
So I feel like we got to up our game. So
trying to make it a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
more relevant to the audience, or at least more a lot of stuff that we talk about is just nonsense, to be honest. So I feel like this episode might be
maybe a little bit more
a little more intriguing,
relevant, not relevant, but relatable, maybe.
More significant to the broader social context of society.
Okay, that's enough smart talk.
I'm just kidding.
Actual smart talk. Never mind. Whatever.
Shut up, dog.
Okay.
So basically.
So I was talking about how.
You were, or you're gonna? You're gonna.
I'm gonna talk about.
Her leap pad.
Stop.
Okay, I'll let you go.
I don't know if you had the same childhood that I did. Probably.
Nope.
Yep. Probably not.
Probably not.
But Bryson Clarkson.
He was supposed to be on today's episode, but he's at football practice. Your leap pad.
Maybe next episode. Anyway, so I had a thing called a leap pad. I'll show it. It was like a leapster. I looked it up today because
the Leapster 2. I had the leap pad that had that was a legit computer, it had the keyboard on it. So it's your picture here, I guess. I don't know if you want to do that, but anyways.
So we had 3 pink ones and then 1 green one because I have a brother and a sister. So we got 2 pink ones and a green one, and then one of the pink ones broke or something, so then we got another pink one. So we ended up having 4 leap pads for no reason. But yeah, for a reason, I guess. But we would bring them everywhere. We would bring them to the daycare that we went to. We would bring them to
where?
I don't know.
Oh,
when
just
we were in the
daycare.
car, everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. We bring them literally everywhere. But yeah, and then they had little different cartridges that you would put in the back, and that was the game. And there was
Dude, I forgot about that.
mine
was like that too, I think.
There was the one.
Something in my Nintendo.
Yeah.
They're very similar.
What was I gonna say? The games that we played were learning games, but then some of them were fun. I remember one game, and it was on the picture of the leap pad. It was it's literally a frog, and you jump on the logs, but it was a math problem or something. It was some number on the leapfrog or on the pad on the log. What? On the log, and you would have to jump to the number. I just remember that. That's all I remember. I just remember having every single game possible. Oh. What a time.
Hey, there you go.
Did you have
I don't remember my leap pad, to be honest. I remember.
You just remember having one?
Yeah, I just remember having one. It was orange and green, and I just remember it looking like a computer. But that's about it. I do remember though my cousin, he had a PS Vita. You know what that is?
No.
It's the PlayStation that was Nintendo. It was the handheld one. Insert picture here. But I think that's what it's called, the PS Vita or whatever. But it's basically the Nintendo DS or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the PS4 version. And my cousin had it, and he would play Yu-Gi-Oh on it all the time. And I was like, Mom, I want one of those so bad. And then, but all the games that were on there were rated teen, and I'm a fetus at this point. So I'm you know what I mean? Eventually I got a DS, and I remember playing that all the time.
Dude, I remember this so vividly. I wanted DS so bad, just the normal DS, because they had the DS, the DSi, the DSi XL,
the DSi XL.
So I wanted a DS so bad, and for Christmas it was I think I was in 2nd grade. I got a blue DSi, and I still have it to this day. It's sitting in my closet at my house.
My brother has that one too.
Dude, it was my favorite thing ever. I would have the little SD cards that had the games. You'd stick them in the back and play it. Me and my dad would sit in my parents would like put me to bed when I was younger, and I would bring my
Not
DS
now,
out.
though, right?
Yeah, they actually come to college and they sing me a lullaby before I go to bed every single night.
That's a little weird.
Just kidding, they don't do that. Anyway.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. So.
The DS.
So we would lay in my bed and we would like play Mario Super Bros. And this one time we would like take turns playing it, like me and my dad. And one time we were trying to learn how to like jump like off the wall. It was called a double hit the wall. We were trying to learn how to do it.
Oh,
and then looked it up on YouTube and we were like watching the videos and like, doing how to do it. And he was like, no, let me try. And he like did it and we were freaking out. It was like 9 o'clock at night, like I was going to bed and we're like sitting in my room like, oh!
You just jumped off the wall!
It was so fun. Like, oh my gosh.
That's so sick.
And like we would bring that to the daycare lady's house that we would go to. And this kid like put in the SD card backwards and so like the games never worked because he kept like shoving it into
You like jammed it?
Yeah, like a bunch of times. But now my DS like it works, but like the
not consistently.
Well, the screen like if you draw like a line, it goes like this. It's like and then keeps going. Like it doesn't like draw a line.
No.
It makes that noise too when it does.
Oh yeah, it just gurgles right at you. No.
I also
just keep going. We're on a roller here.
I also have these pictures. So my dad helped one of our like family friends. He like helped them build their deck, and they have a son who's my age, and so, well, our age.
Yeah.
And I took we took a picture on my DS in 3rd grade, and it's still on my DS, and it's so fun. Oh,
I'm trying to think.
that's it. Yeah.
The one like well, we used to play like Mario Kart because we used to have the Wii like upstairs.
Oh my gosh.
And like we'd have like tournaments of Mario Kart, like our whole family would play
would too.
at the same time. And
We did Wii bowling. We did Wii bowling tournaments.
Dude, but
I have a good story. Wait,
have you ever played Wii Play? The one that has like the fishing and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the pool and all that stuff or whatever.
The bull riding was my favorite one.
Dude, my mom and I would play that, and we figured out how to make it go super fast.
You, my dad, would do
We would just hold it like this,
forward.
and my cow was just hauling tail, bro. And like, I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. Like, oh, but yeah.
Oh my goodness. No, I remember one time we were playing Wii bowling, or my dad was playing Wii bowling, just like downstairs by himself.
Mm-hmm.
He had the pro ball. No biggie. But one time I walked down the stairs and he like didn't hear me coming down the stairs and he went to go bowl and he went back and he smacked me in the face with his hand and I just go flying backwards onto the ground. Dude just like wiped me out. I was like sitting there on the ground crying and he's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. But he's like in the middle of bowling.
He's like, 1 second, I'm at 200. He's like,
wait more, I need one more strike to win 300.
That's so funny.
Yeah, no,
dude. I aspire to get a perfect game on Wii bowling.
Yeah.
Like that would be something.
I've been close, but not good enough.
I'm way better at Wii bowling than I am at bowling in real life.
Nope. Okay, I think
everybody
everyone is. Yeah.
Well, what if you're like
It's
a pro
not,
bowler?
Well, Wii bowling is like cheating.
But if you're like a pro bowler,
then maybe.
okay, that's it.
Okay.
But alright, I got a question for you.
What?
Do you think that having all that stuff when we were little affects us like how we are today?
Okay, I feel like yes and no. Like I feel like our parents had video games, but like they didn't have as many as we did, and so like they don't.
And I feel like they got them late. Like I feel like we were kind of like born with like
technology.
Nintendo when I was like 5.
Yeah.
But like I think
born when you were 5.
Hold
You
on.
came out the womb walking and talking.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, I was a very long-term pregnancy. But anyways. No, like you know what I mean? Though, like Nintendo, like DS came out when we were probably like around like 5, 6. But then like our parents like they got like I think my dad got like Game Boy when he was like 12.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
So like they weren't like I guess they didn't depend on it as much as we did and like that kind and like I feel like since their parents didn't have video games when like they were younger, they like weren't gonna get their kids video games because like that's not how they grew up. Like you know how like I don't know. Like you kinda raise the kids how you were raised. in a way. Like
I have heard that before.
It's gonna be like it's obviously gonna be a little bit different, but like the way that you were raised, like you're gonna implement those like
strategies
pretty much into like how you raise your kids. So like since our parents weren't like relying on video games, like they're not gonna give us they're not gonna give us like the highest technology in video games, especially when you're young. Like they're not gonna spend $100 million on you for like.
I'm actually gonna buy a VR headset and put it on my kid soon, fresh out of the womb.
He's looking around. He's like, oh.
He's looking around. He's like, he's got the joysticks in his hands. He's like, you know what I mean? No, but
he like spells out when he wants food.
He's like, food, no.
Food, no.
That'd be so weird if everyone had a VR on. Dude, that's cooked.
Dude.
Think about that.
So.
Everyone walks around with a VR headset on and nothing's. Dude, that could be a good movie. That's like a good movie. Bro.
Make a movie.
Hollywood, hit me up. Hit my line. But, sorry.
No, it's okay. Back to your question. I feel like, what was your question?
Like, do you think it affects us today?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
How we had, like, technology.
Yeah. I feel like, okay, so, like I said before, like, the way you were raised, or, like, the way your parents raised you, like, that's how you're gonna raise your kids, and, like,
no, it's not. I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing when I'm a dad.
Yeah,
I'm
but, like...
freestyling, dude.
Okay, but, like, the way your grandparents...
Call me the baby, bro. Because I'm just freestyling that whole thing.
I would hope
Call me J. Cole, bro.
I would hope that you're not, like, planning it out right now.
What do you mean?
Like, planning out how you're gonna raise your kids right at this very moment.
Oh, I mean, like, I think about it.
Well,
like,
yeah, but you're not, like...
You're
not, like... This is exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but, like...
Anyway. Back to your question.
Back to your question.
Anyway. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What was I saying?
You're raised how your parents raise you.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like we're like. I feel like it affects it.
Keep going.
Did you smack your head?
No, I didn't. Keep going. You feel it affects you what?
I feel like it affects how like we live and how we were raised and how, yeah, like. I feel like when we were little, like you had your Leap Pad, like you probably played it all the time, and like you're probably like.
Yeah. The thing is too, like I feel like I also went outside and like I played outside. Like I remember like obviously like I have no idea like what kids like. I have no idea what a 12-year-old does right now.
Oh, I do. They sit in their room and play Fortnite.
Okay, good point. But you know what? Like when I was 12, bro, like the cool, like we would just bike to each other's house.
Oh,
and, like,
same.
And like we'd play in the empty lots, like in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
and, like,
we would. I was talking to someone about this earlier too. I would literally, when I was at, so I spent a lot of my life, my
in the
childhood,
in the big man.
No, in my childhood at this like daycare lady's house. So like I'd bring my DS there.
Daycare lady.
Because it wasn't. It was like her house. Like we would go to her house, and yeah. So, I went there from when I was like 2 to like 12. Like I would help her out like when I was like in 5th and 6th grade, and then she started paying me a little bit. Anyway.
Chasing the bag from a young age.
So, but like during lunch, like we would eat lunch and then we would go outside while like the younger kids were napping, and there were some kids my age, so we would like play together, whatever. But we would sit in her sandbox that was like not even a sandbox, it was literally like a mud box. And, sure. Not really.
The playpen.
It's like
it's a playpen.
It's like
it's a playpen.
2 feet by 2 feet.
Playpen.
Okay. But we would like dig the mud out and put it in the back of this like what's it called? Dump truck. Yeah. And then we would pick these berries. I looked up what they were called. They're the little red berries.
Crab apples.
No, they're not crab apples. They're called
boysenberries.
No, they're not boysenberries.
To which I said that's a little sexist because why aren't they called girls and berries?
Not funny.
It's hilarious.
I forgot what they're called. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But they grow in like this big bush. They're like little tiny berries, and they're poisonous, and you're not supposed to eat them. But we would pick them all the time, and then we'd put them in the dump truck, and we would like mash them up, and then we like we like got these big leaves and then put like mud on them and the berries, and then we would like pretend they're tacos.
Yeah.
And then we like pretend to sell them and.
Make some goulash. Make
Pretty
some
much.
playpen goulash.
Pretty much, I guess.
No, but like that's the thing. Like I
Or
feel
like
like
grass, we like like the seasoning.
the
wood
grass
chips,
seasoning,
some wood chips, you know.
some sand just to really
Yeah, actually.
tie it all together.
Just give it a little extra crunch.
That's terrible.
I would do that all the time. And then she got mad at us for picking her leaves off her bushes. Cause they were like hostas, is that what they're called?
Your guess is good as mine. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about bushes, but
I think they're called hostas.
there was one time
They
me and
definitely
my
are.
friend Henry were in like 6th grade, and we did
Yeah.
you know bleeding
These
hearts.
bushes. Yeah.
Show the people.
These are hostas.
Oh, I have those in my house.
These are hostas.
These are hostas. But me and my friend Henry, our neighbor, would have like like a bleeding heart bush or whatever it's called,
Mhm.
and you know how you can like peel them and like
Mm-hmm.
you can peel the flower and like see the heart or whatever. We would just steal the flower buds off them all the time and just peel them.
Good.
Like there was one day where like we thought we were so cool. We're like walking down the street and we're like, you go. This will be so cool. Like
You took the whole bush out of
No,
the
dude.
ground.
yeah, I just took it home with me. No, we like walk down the street and we'd be like, we'd have our hands in our pockets, like trying to be so suspect. Like we think we're
so nonchalant.
we think we're so undercover, bro. Like
You're sitting there with like a bush.
I'm sitting there like this, like
Bush.
walking down the street with my little jeans, and I'm just like looking around, make sure no one neighbors are watching their window, because I'm like, yeah, everyone's watching me walk down the street, and then I'd like run into her yard, which is like a good like 25-yard like. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way, like, if you
Yeah.
wanted to see me, like, you're seeing me, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But we would just do that, and,
That's so funny.
yeah. But I don't know, like, I feel like even though I grew up playing video games, and even now, like, I played video games a lot in middle school. No, I didn't play, like, almost any in high school. But, like, even now, like, last week I was playing Xbox,
Mhm.
and, like, I'll enjoy it for a little bit, but I feel like,
It gets old after
I
a
don't-
while.
well, it gets old, plus it's, like, I don't know, like, I feel like it's really easy to, like, get sucked into, like, the fake world of, like, video games.
Yeah.
And, like, I was actually reading this book. I told you about this, but
Mm.
I was reading this one book, and it was talking about, like, this might be controversial, but as a man, like, you have, like, a duty to, like, serve and, like, be a protector, a provider, and, like, the book that I was reading kind of, like, lists off all these things, right? But then it's also saying, like, if your role is to do all those things and to, like, nourish the people in your community and, like, help the people around you, you're not going to become, like, that heroic person by completing, like, virtual missions or I don't know, what's a better example? Like, you're not harvesting grain on Minecraft. Like, you gotta put food on the table, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times the stuff that you're doing in video games, it's like, I mean, like, it
It's a
really
fake
is. It's a fake reality. And, like, I don't know, that's weird to think about.
Mm.
And not that that's not to say, like, you should never play video games. Like I said, I played
Yeah.
Xbox last week and it was fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm
Yeah.
walking around, spinning the gun around my finger. Like, I feel like a boss, bro. But, like,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
No, I mean, dude, and like, my best friend Emma and I would like always play Minecraft like over the summer because we.
Dude,
Well,
Minecraft.
she lived like 2 houses away from me, so we would literally just like walk to each other's houses and just sit there for hours on end playing Minecraft. But
Yeah.
like, I feel like we could only play for like a couple days, and then we would like be like, okay, like now what?
Dude, what I would always do, I'd like make a little like base or whatever, and I would just deck out enchantments. Like, I would have like the max enchanted bow, the max enchanted sword, then I'd like set up the portal, go to the Underworld or
Dude.
whatever.
Emma and I were so different, and like even to this day, like we still talk about it because I don't know, it's just stupid. But like every time we would play Minecraft, I would always get wood, always get like an axe, and I would build a house right away. Emma's like mining, like staircase mining, strip mining, like whatever, and ends up having like a diamond sword by the time I have like a house and a bed.
That's
And
so
I'm like,
fun.
how did you do that?
Yeah.
Like, why?
But
I'm like, and then she doesn't have a house. She just has like a little hut that's like 2x2.
oh yeah, and then you like put the bed in the corner. That's it. That's all that's there.
Yeah, and that's what she would do. And I'm like, why? Like, why? She's like, why do I need a big house when I can get all the good
Loot.
stuff?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I guess, but like, I want a nice house. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
well, I guess you could also talk. Sorry, you were gonna say something.
No, it's okay.
No, you got it.
No, it's okay.
Oh. I was just gonna say, like, I also feel like we have social skills. But at the same time, like, there's also people our age where I'm like, you don't have social skills.
And I feel like...
that's rude to say. I didn't mean that. But you know what I mean?
Some don't. Some are just... Some people are also just, like, shy, though.
I was gonna say, like, that's also,
I feel like me and you are both very outgoing people.
Yeah. And, like, that's fine if you're, like, quiet and stuff. And I'm not hating on that. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a difference between, like... I feel like sometimes I see, like, the stereotypical, like, iPad kid.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, obviously this isn't every kid who uses an iPad. But, like, they're just, like... They're in that thing, bro.
They're locked in.
And it's like, you say hi to them or something, and it's just like... What the... It's still recording.
Why did it do that?
I don't know.
My computer just turned off, and, like, time just went on the screen. That was weird. Anyway. Yeah, and I'm scared for, like... I'm scared for the kids that, like, are growing up now, because I feel like a lot of the kids that I see, like, at, like, my sister's softball games, my brother's baseball games, like, they're just, like, sitting on an iPad. Or, like, their parents' phone. And it's, like, the crustiest phone, or the crustiest iPad, because it's got, like, all their food smeared on it.
Yeah. That's the thing, like, that's their life, bro. Like, that's not good.
And they, like they have, like, headphones and, like, headphoons with, like, the cat ears on them.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But, like, they're growing up, like, living that. Like, they're not, and their parents are like, oh, yeah, like, I only give them, like, an hour of screen time a day. Like, no, you don't. Like, we know they're at home, like, sitting on the couch because you don't want to deal with them. They're just, like, sitting on their iPad.
Like, dude, like, that's the thing. Like, you got a responsibility as a parent to, like, parent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or, like, make them go outside. Like, I don't know. I feel like when I have a kid, I told my mom this, and she was like, she said, like, I said, I'm definitely not giving my kid an iPad or, like, a phone until they're, like, in 7th or 8th grade, because, like, why do they need one? Like, they can live how I live, like, with, like, I'll give them my LeapPad, like, they can have my DS, like, I don't know.
Like, a little like, it's not,
I feel like it's more the social media aspect and not as much as the video game, like, part of it, because I feel like, I mean... Video games, yeah, like, they're addicting sometimes and, like, whatever, but I feel like you get sick of them. Like, social media, especially, like, TikTok and stuff, it's literally a drug. Like, you're literally addicted to it.
Well, certain video games I feel like can be that way, too.
Yeah.
Though. Especially if you're talking about, like, games where it's, like, loot, or they're, like, seasonal games like Fortnite, where it's, like, oh, I'm trying to get this new skin, I'm trying to get this new, like, the next thing. And, like, I don't know, this is just for, like, everything in life. Like, at some point, you gotta, like, deny yourself something. Like, you gotta have some discipline. And, like, say,
I feel like obviously that's hard to do as, like, a child.
Oh, 100%. But that's, like, why your parents need to do it for you. And, like, that's also, like, even, I don't know. Yeah. Like, you gotta have some, like, you know.
Live in the moment, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm trying,
Maybe, never mind.
What?
I don't know what I was gonna say, so I was just.
Okay.
Yeah. Just mumbling.
Yeah. I'm trying to get off my phone. Because my screen time is insane.
Hear me out, bro. Delete Instagram. Actually, that's kind of hard to do. I did it, though. I'm low-key happy with it. Deleted TikTok. Except we're also on TikTok.
Yeah, we're on TikTok and Instagram, so I kind of have to have them.
Yeah. But, realistically, though, the only thing that I really use is Snapchat. And, like, since I've done that, like, I'll go on Visco, I'll go on, like, Pinterest, and, like, I'll see boards and stuff if I'm, like, okay, I need, like, an idea for something. Like, I'll just go look at that for, like, some, like, inspiration or something like that. But, like, besides that, I set my phone up for, like, the whole first page is, like, my email, my school, and, like, everything that I, like, actually, like, will help me be productive. And then all my, like, social stuff is, like, at the end. So, like, I have to scroll through my phone to, like, get to the stuff.
Yeah, that's smart. Bryson has his phone in black and white so that it's less, like, appealing to the eye. Which is, like, smart. But...
You gotta do that, dog.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, too, the thing is though, like I feel like sometimes I'm on my phone so little that people will like snap me or call me, and it's just like, dude, answer, and I'm like, oh, I threw my phone under my pillowcase and put it under my blanket to like do homework or something.
Yeah, sometimes like there's sometimes my parents get mad at me. My phone's on Do Not Disturb all the time because I just don't like when I get notifications. Like
I text her and it's like notify anyway.
Yeah, I don't check my phone. Like, I mean, I do check my phone, but I don't check it like every 5 seconds or every time I get a notification. Stop. I don't like hearing the notification and then like not rely on it, but like.
How many pickups a day do you think you have?
Oh, like 80.
I don't know how many. Dude,
I just checked them. I didn't know that was a
check.
thing.
Let's check.
This doesn't count. -1.
-1.
-1.
Let's see what my screen time is. My daily average here.
My daily average is 4 hours and 30 minutes. I feel like that's not terrible.
Dude, mine's still loading. Mine's still figuring it out.
Yours is 2 hours.
Today is 1 hour and 26 minutes.
Yeah, pickups. Wait, today?
This week has been 2 hours and 43, I guess.
Today I had 83 pickups. You know what my average is? 172.
172. My average is 87. I just realized Morgan Wallen is still playing on my
phone. My
phone.
today is 83. What's yours today?
My today's 87. My daily average for notifications is 71. But
my daily average for notifications is 353.
Yeah, that's steep.
That's terrible.
But
oh my goodness.
I don't know. You were gonna say something, but you were
I don't remember
saying
what
like
I
I
was
feel
saying.
like something. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But
Oh, I don't like feeling like I have to pick up my phone every single time I get a notification. That's why I don't have my notification. That's why I have it on Do Not Disturb.
That's fair.
But then my parents get mad at me when they call me and I don't answer because it doesn't ring.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is your phone on Do Not Disturb? I'm like, because I don't want to look at my phone every 2 seconds every time I get a notification.
I don't know. That's our take.
Yeah.
25 minutes in. This is a good place to stop, I feel like. This was an uncut one, too. At least mostly.
Plus the other part.
I haven't done a housing contract for next year because I'm actually transferring.
So some guy came to drop it off.
Some guy happened to be the complex director.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we had to cut the video because it was in the middle of when we first started filming.
Yeah, and that would have been awkward if he like saw my computer was up and we're just sitting here talking.
I'm like, yeah. But anyways, just be mindful of technology, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically like
how much you're on it and stuff.
Yeah, there's not really like I don't think it's really clear cut like X amount of hours is gonna. I don't know. I'm not an expert on the subject, but we just figured it would be interesting to talk about.
I feel like I have one more point before. Well,
Go for the kill, dog. Deer's already in the field.
I feel like it affects us now, like when we look at social media and everything, we like see people's posts or see like what everyone else is doing, and then I feel like that's like a standard that we set for ourselves.
100%.
Which is
that could be a whole thing on its own, bro.
Yeah, which is kind of why I didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
But just because
next episode? Question mark. That's a good idea for next episode. I ain't gonna lie. So stay tuned, bro.
Maybe we'll continue this talk.
I didn't say that. Yeah. Honestly, for the next one, that wouldn't be a bad idea. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe next time we'll talk about how social media impacts our expectations as individuals. Word. So until next time, you can only eat a horse to water.
Can't make him drink it.
Take care, brush your hair. Ciao.